I don't hear anything. Is it playing? Okay. All right. Hello. It is Pick Central. It is Barstool's Daily Gambling Show. Today it's the boys, me and Big Av. You know, the old classic crew to scratch my nuts. It is the classic crew, me and Big Av. It's the most charismatic, most handsome member of the show with the best gambler in the show. So it's nice for both of us to be here.
It feels good, Brandon.
It does.
Good.
You just keep winning, man. You just keep winning. You just 6-2, 8-2, 8-6, 9-1. Like
honestly, I'm not even as high on that. I'm just Ohio State won yesterday. That was a massive, massive win. You know that we could win the Big Ten regular season now?
Really?
I'm pretty sure because we have 4 games left, and they're all very winnable games. It's that we got Maryland,
and that mess in the Big. It's not a mess in the Big Ten, but there's just. Every team in the Big Ten is the same team. There's no separation.
I think the top 5 are almost or top 4, I'll say, are like interchangeable almost.
I feel like it even goes deeper than that. I feel like top 4 might be interchangeable, and the next 4 are also interchangeable together.
Yeah, that next group, because I'm even I know Indiana's they had a big win last.
So top 4 is going to be Purdue, Illinois,
Ohio State,
State, and Wisconsin still there?
Yeah.
And then the next group, you got your Michigan State, your Indiana.
I would say before that, you have I would say Iowa right now is playing the next best. I'd say Iowa.
Yeah.
Iowa, Indiana, Michigan State. That not in a.
And then Rutgers are just hanging out and knocking off all the good teams.
Rutgers is in that group also.
So big college basketball weekend coming up. Saturday looking tasty, looking really good. Today ain't terrible for a Friday night.
It's pretty bad.
But, if you factor in, we also got some intriguing NBA games tonight. Really, I mean, we got James.
I need to get back in the NBA. I watched the least NBA this year I have in the last probably.
Tonight James Harden makes his debut for the Sixers.
That's true.
And
I'll watch that for sure.
They're on the road against a good team, so it's interesting there. 888-STOOL-22. 888-STOOL-22. We'll open up the calls. We'll talk sports about 15 minutes. As you can tell, I am dying. I'm dying. I have a non-COVID illness, and death is upon me very soon. So this could be my last show. If it is my last show, it was an honor.
It'll be your flu game. E.J. Liddell had his flu game last night.
Russian warship, go fuck yourself. That is my statement to the world.
I just woke up and just saw a video of what looked like a tank running over a car, and I was like, what the fuck's happening out there?
Apparently the driver survived that?
He did.
Good for him.
God bless him.
Yeah.
It was him, I believe. I saw the picture. God bless him.
Jesus.
That was one of those. That was like karma, just like that. He didn't deserve. That was. Yeah. I'm not even. That was. I just saw that. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And then I see. By the way, not like we have any wherewithal to talk about geopolitical world and everything that's happening over there. But when you see the tweets coming out, like Vitaly Klitschko sitting there with at a machine gun turret, I mean that's. The Ukrainian people are impressive, is all I'm trying to say.
That's a bad motherfucker.
They're impressive people.
That's a bad motherfucker holding the automatic machine gun.
They appear to be a very impressive people, from the people that said, go fuck yourself, Russian warship, to Klitschko, to the guy getting out and getting run over by a tank and getting out, to the woman handing the Russian soldiers sunflower seeds and saying, when you die here, at least something pretty will grow. Like, it's just an impressive people. That's all I will say. Okay, so we've got the calls coming on in. Thank you very much. 888-STOOL-22. We have a big weekend of gambling coming up. If you want to talk about Saturday's slate, today's slate, whatever you want. A little bit of NBA talk. And then if you want to just briefly talk about my Big Ten coach rankings, I did that yesterday on Unnecessary Roughness. I had Ryan Day at the top. I had Jim Harbaugh second. Then I had James Franklin third. I still think, and people say, oh, he's just a recruiter. Well, that is a massive, massive, massive element of coaching college football.
What I think people are very quick to forget is that before he came there, they were awful.
They were awful. Before he came there, he had Vanderbilt at a respectable place, which is impossible. And they missed the playoff by one game in his time in 2016, I believe.
When they won the Big Ten.
Yeah. So they
had 2 losses.
They were right there. He's won the Big Ten. I had Franklin 3. If I had Franklin 3, who do I have 4? Well, I guess I could look. I had Franklin 3. I had Tucker 4.
Oh, that's right.
And that's early for Tucker, but I was just very impressed with what he did. I had Ferentz 5, Chris 6, Fitzgerald, Northwestern 7, who's a very good coach. And this is what tells you I think the Big Ten is a deep coaching conference. no bad coaches, really. There's no real bad coaches. Like in the SEC, Brian Harsin exists. He's terrible. But in the Big Ten, there's no bad coaches. I also don't think there's an elite coach there. Like Ryan Day gets the nod at number one because of his success at Ohio State, but he might just be a really good coach who happens to be at a great program.
But then how many coaches do you consider elite?
Saban, Dabo.
Because I feel like if you're like, I understand like Urban built a lot of what Day's
and I gotta say,
but
I know on the field it's not, but Kirby's forcing his hand in there, right? He's Kirby. Kirby has built a program here.
So are we basically saying just national title winners are?
I think so.
Then you're saying Jimbo.
I don't think I don't know that Jimbo's an elite coach, but I obviously Saban's elite, Dabo's elite. Those are the two that are without question elite. Then you get into some debates. Like, is Lincoln Riley an elite coach, or did he just happen to be at his first job was in an elite program and he kept the car in the middle of the road?
Well, I think we're about to find out. I think USC is we're about to find out.
He has to rebuild that one a little bit. He didn't have to rebuild Oklahoma.
I think he's going to.
I think he has to. And the fact that in this day and age you can rebuild a college football team faster than you ever have been able to before.
I mean, he just brought his quarterback. He's bringing, half their good recruits flipping over. Like, and we talked about in the offseason when they were like talking about him taking the job. I mean, the Pac-12 is just like, that's the lane for him to go to a playoff, even more than Oklahoma probably at this point.
I had Fitzgerald at 7. He's a very good coach. Fleck at 8, who I think I might have underranked here because they were really good this year. They had a great year in 2019, and that's Minnesota. Number 9, I had Schiano, who's a very good coach. 10, Jeff Brom at Purdue.
I think Brom's a good coach.
He is a good coach.
I think Brom's a very good coach.
11, Brett Bielema. 12, Tom Allen, who had a good year at Indiana. And the 13, I got Loxley at Maryland, who hasn't broken through yet. And 14, just hasn't done it yet in Nebraska, and I don't think he's a bad coach. It's Scott Frost.
Yeah, no, it's.
But you've got to put him last because he hasn't won anything.
I mean, you can't have a team as talented as he did this year, win 3 games, and have him high up the ladder.
And I know Nebraska fans say best 3-9 team in the country. Well, that's got to concern you.
For sure. No, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that statement 1,000%.
They were the best 3-9 team.
They were the best 3-9 team I've ever seen in my life in any sport. Anything 3-9, incredible.
That was just a brief little aside to talk college football a little bit. So tomorrow in college basketball, we have. All right, so we got Purdue, Michigan State. We got Kentucky at Arkansas. We have Auburn at Tennessee. We have Wisconsin. We have Texas Tech at TCU, Duke at Syracuse. And I know Syracuse isn't very good this year. And that run they always make where they sneak in, get to the Sweet 16, that can't happen this year because they're not going to get in.
That's a game like if Duke's laying like double digits, I'll probably take Syracuse.
Kansas at Baylor, gigantic game. Arizona at Colorado, Creighton at Providence, Gonzaga at St. Mary's, USC at Oregon. So I don't know have the Storm Chasers announced where they're going yet, or has it been leaked? Have people figured it out? TJ, I'm sorry.
Just Arkansas. Arkansas tonight is the only one they've announced.
They have announced it.
I talked to Ronius. They're doing it like step by step. They're not like doing like the whole tour.
But it is known that they will be at Arkansas.
Yes.
So Arkansas came out with a statement saying, I don't know if it's directed at the Storm Chasers, directed just because they had a court storming a couple of weeks ago when they beat Auburn that got a little close to being problematic. You know, Arkansas player dunked and he swung his nuts back in Wendell Green's face. Wendell Green went after him, and then you had 1,000 Arkansas fans on the court. They turned the lights off. It was it didn't get out of hand, but boy, it could have. Now they got Kentucky coming in, and they're saying don't storm the court. They're going to storm the court, right?
If they win, they should.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always nice to. It sounds good to say, "Hey, don't storm the court," but that's impossible to. Even if you surround the court with security, you still can't stop them. It's still hard to stop them.
I talked about it before. I've seen it like Ohio State. I was a part of it where they've done it, and if you really so what it really depends on is kind of where the game I think is at. Where when it happened with Ohio State when I was there, we knocked off number 1 Michigan State. We were up 20, so it was easy. Like they were so prepared for it, and Ohio State's home court's a little weird anyway, just the student section and everything. But Arkansas, they had such an easy way from the baseline. Like they just flooded in from the baseline. So if it's a close game, like do you just have like security just stacked up right there? You form a wall, maybe, I guess. But
also imagine Arkansas being able to stop this guy. Can we see that? Yeah. So.
that motherfucker's storming.
That motherfucker right there.
He's storming.
Just the cutest little mugshot there ever was. Just imagine stopping that fucking guy. Anyway, so that'll be fun to watch and monitor. Now, from a gambling perspective, do you like or hate what Arkansas is doing here?
Well, gambling, I hate it because I initially if I like a game like this where it's a higher ranked team going on the road to a lower ranked team I'm very fond of in Arkansas, and I like them a lot at home. I said it before. I think this is the line hasn't come out yet. I'm going to imagine it's somewhere in the +2, -2 range, and regardless, I just think it's a good spot for Arkansas at home like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like them doing this because it's like they're preparing to win. I don't know. It's just bad mojo. I just don't like the vibes. Bad energy.
Arkansas, historically, to me, the scariest place to play in the SEC, period, because it's way the hell out there. Like, in relation to the rest of the SEC, well, now you got Mizzou and A&M, but outside those two, when they join the conference, Arkansas is just way the hell away from everybody else. And you go all the way up there, and it's kind of – the arena's dark, and it's different, and it's just – they're crazy about basketball, too. They're a basketball school. They haven't had an elite team in a while. They were Elite Eight last year, but before that, they're a basketball school. Kentucky going to Arkansas is I think Arkansas is going to kill them, actually.
I've been so impressed with Kentucky. Even this last game at LSU, they kind of had a weird fall apart at the end. It didn't cover, but they're playing without their two best players and beating good SEC teams.
Yeah, but they beat Alabama at home.
Not their two best players, but two of their best players.
They beat Alabama at home. They beat LSU, and I just think that's a different animal than beating this Arkansas team in Arkansas.
No, I agree with that. That's why I like Arkansas a lot in the spot, and regardless of this bogus little storm message, I probably will still be betting on them.
What do you think about Kansas at Baylor? Baylor seems to be the team that's they're not backed into a corner. They're not up against the wall, but they are. They've taken a couple more losses than Kansas. I feel like at home they're going to be they're going to have that edge to them that's going to knock off Kansas.
It's for me. It's so because with these spots, I really just like to see I think the line just tells you a lot. But yeah, these it's so hard. I don't think people don't talk about enough how hard it is to win on the road in college basketball.
Right.
It's real, especially a Saturday game like that, like a Baylor, Kansas, basically the two best teams in the Big 12.
So what's going to tell you to bet Kansas here? Is it going to be Kansas being favored on the road? Does that tell you?
If Kansas was favored on the road, yes. But I feel like Baylor's going to be I'm going to say a 2.5 point favorite, 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think, honestly, right now, I kind of think Kansas is a better team probably. But I just think that's a spot game for me. I think that's a good spot for Baylor.
All right, so 888-STOOL-22. I'll get to your calls in just a few minutes. Let's go on a little bit more. So James Harden does make his debut tonight for the Sixers. They're -2.5 on the road at the Wolves, a good young team, a really good young
Wizards?
team. What's that?
Is it the Wolves? They're playing the Timberwolves?
Yeah, right? They're playing the Wolves.
No, I could be wrong. I thought the Wizards for some reason.
The Spurs are playing the Wizards.
That's right, okay. No, I'm wrong.
Right?
No, you're probably right.
You ever think about shutting the fuck up?
Me?
Yeah.
No, that never occurred to me.
Okay.
So I just ended up in front of this microphone.
I only know it because I have Spurs -3 on my card because they're playing the Wizards.
No, you got it.
They're the Spurs are 23-36. They're at a 27-31 team, and they're 3-point favorites on the road. You got to bet the Spurs in that scenario. Anyway, a couple of NBA things. James Harden makes his debut tonight. Okay. Does that help the Sixers? Do you believe they have to have a period of acclimation, or do you think they're ready to go and you need to bet them because they're going to have a shot right out of the gate? I'm betting them because I think James Harden, I think they've taken their time with this debut a little bit. If he had to knock off a little fat, if he had to knock off a little rust, if he had to knock off, they did that in practice. I think they show up tonight and just fucking look good.
Yeah, from a basketball perspective, I think it's going to work. My weird cynical real world brain is thrown off because I think everyone thinks it's gonna work, and that's scaring me a little bit. But I just think his style of play just fits very well with what they want to do, and I just think he's in a spot where he can just control the ball, feed Embiid. They got some other shooters. He's gonna be a facilitator. I just think it works. I don't. It's hard for me to see how it doesn't work. And that scares me a little bit, but I think it's going to work.
All right, now we got to give a shout-out to a guy who's been playing at an MVP level this year, and his name is DeMar DeRozan. Before last night, 6 players in NBA history had scored 35 points in 8 straight games. Those 6 players are Wilt Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, James Harden.
Wow.
Last night, the 7th member of that club It is DeMar DeRozan, who has scored 35 points, at least 35 points, in the last 8 games for the Bulls. The Bulls playing at a very high level. DeMar DeRozan playing at an MVP level. He keeps this going for a week or two. If he keeps this going for 2 or 3 more games, I think he becomes co-favorites for the MVP with Embiid.
I think I said it when we talked a few days ago about the MVP that I thought he was like worth a shot. Like they're literally the 1-2 seed in the East. He's playing out of his mind. I mean, I feel like the number he was at the other day was like disrespectful. I don't know how much it's gone up. I thought it was like 25 to 1 like Monday or something like that.
I'm checking it right now. The thing about him now is he not only has the 35 points in 8 games, he also, that was a big game Thursday night. You know, they come off the All-Star break. It was a marquee game, and he's hitting big shots. He's hitting huge shots in the last 10 seconds of the game. Like, he's getting that clutch thing, he's getting the scoring thing, and he's getting the eyeballs that makes an MVP season possible.
And the team success.
And he's at a major market. He's a top 3 market. It's a team that's needed something like this to happen for a long time. Just relax. Everybody just relax.
Did you see the video from the All-Star game of Luka coming up to him and he was like mid-range, like, you ever miss? Like, he was like, you just never miss?
No, I didn't see that one.
It was funny.
Right now on the Barstool Sports book, Embiid is plus 130. Nikola Jokic plus 250. Giannis plus 350. Steph plus 1,200. DeMar DeRozan plus 1,200. 12 to 1. I think that's worth a shot right now.
I'm pretty sure Monday or Tuesday he was 25 to 1. It's already went up that much.
Because Ja was like third. Ja's fallen down a little bit, and Ja's hurt. But DeMar DeRozan, if you got it Monday, great. But you can still get it now at a pretty good price because he's on a run. And I don't think MVPs are won in April. MVPs are won in February and March to me. Whereas you turn the corner from that All-Star break into the very stretch run of the season, like games 50 to 75. That's when the MVP's won, and he's having his hottest streak right now. DeMar DeRozan, look at it, MVP. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly, the last like week too, I feel like I've been getting DMs from Bulls fans just being like, plays over points, and then I get another one after, like, I told you. It's like, I think last night was 28.5. Like, it hits easily.
And he's been playing at this level all year, so it's not like he hasn't been good all year, but he's just on another planet right now. All right, calls. I wanted to do it at 12:20. I'm doing it at 12:18. That's not terrible. Also, I'm dying. Have I told you I'm sick?
Yeah, you mentioned.
Do you hear the tiredness in my voice? I went bowling with Stephen Che yesterday.
Went bowling?
Yeah, I went bowling.
Did you break 100 this time?
I can't tell you.
For content or just
for content? Yeah.
So you didn't break 100.
I can't tell you. You'll find out on the Yak. Watch the Yak. It's me and Stephen Che. We were bowling for Pride. We were bowling for stakes a little bit, and it was me against him. We had a best-of-3 series, and we will find out soon. But I went bowling yesterday.
I could see Stephen Che being a good bowler. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I can neither confirm nor deny that might be true. But it was – I think it's going to be a good video. I think it was pretty compelling. Yeah. So watch it on the Yak.
You're in a bowling league in Jersey.
That's my whole point. Every time I bowl,
with the wife even.
Every time I bowl, I wonder, why don't I bowl more? I enjoy this. This is an enjoyable activity, and yet it'll be 3 years before I bowl again.
I remember my parents were in one at one point, a long time ago, but they were.
A bowling league.
With like 2 of their, like another, like my friends, like a football friend's parents, like they did it together.
Well, let me tell you something about me. If I were to get in a bowling league, it would be to not be around my wife.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it with my wife.
Fair enough.
Love my wife. But I don't want to be in a bowling league with her.
So do you want to see? Because you're not
be in a fucking league with her.
So, but do you want to like when you go bowl? Do you want to be like super competitive? Like, do you? Because I think there's 2 different people there. There's people that want to be competitive if it's like a men's league, or you're there, you want to drink some beers.
No, I want to get good.
Or a little bit of both.
I want to get good. I want to be competitive.
I figured you're not. I know you're not like you're not a drinker.
Yeah. So I want to get good. I want to average 200. That's what I want to do.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that's gettable in the short term, but I would love to be a good bowler. Wouldn't you love to be good at everything, though?
Yeah, being good at everything's awesome.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you. What?
The way you said it was like being good at everything's awesome.
I didn't mean I'm not good at everything. You think I was the kid that was a great athlete in every sport? I was decent. Honestly, in my brain, I just thought to the kid who I'm friends with, shout out Quinn, who was that kid who was just good at like every sport, like that athlete in your town who's just like different than everyone else. He just picks up anything. He's just good at it.
Yeah, that was me.
I doubt that.
Well, I don't care. I won the 1997 West Point High School Slam Dunk Contest. You ever won a West Point High School Slam Dunk Contest?
You're probably the only one that could dunk.
No.
You wouldn't how many kids in your high school could dunk? Can't be more than like 4.
30?
30 kids in your high. How many kids were in your high school? I guess I should ask.
Probably 800 or 900.
I guess that's a lot. Mine only had like. In the whole high school?
Yeah.
Oh no, mine had what? Mine had like 1,200. I was thinking graduate.
Also, I mean, demographics here. Demographics.
Well, no, I think when you first said it, I was thinking graduating class. So I was like, that's huge.
No, not just in class. I mean, because Reggie Jackson was 2 years behind us. He could dunk. Marcus Doss was a freshman. He could dunk. I beat Dwayne Jefferson. Dwayne Jefferson played 10 years in Greece.
I feel like we probably
Marcus Doss played in Mexico.
In my high school at one time, like no way we had more than like 15.
Now Antoine Walker was on a recruiting trip that day. He didn't get to compete. So
like the Antoine Walker?
No, I had in my high school and growing up, I had a Baron Davis and an Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker and me were in the same grade. He was left-handed. I was right-handed. We grew up to be this exact same height. And he's black. I'm white. And then we were always like right there beside each other competing and stuff. And Baron Davis is almost a cousin of mine. He lives in L.A. now. He's about 6'8".
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, I more live for. I only played basketball in high school like my sophomore year, but we had this thing called the Little Big Man Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a tournament for it was under 6 feet and under.
Mm-hmm.
I used to ball out there.
888 Stool 22. 888 Stool 22. Line 1. Dio in California. The great Dio. What's up, Dio?
Hey, Brandon. Good morning, man. I'm out here. Look, I know I'm from L.A. I am not a Rams fan at all.
Mm-hmm.
Drove past the parade, booed it. I'm a Colts fan, man, and we're getting a new quarterback. That's the word on the street. I want to hear, do you guys have any idea who we might get? I've heard the Aaron Rodgers rumors. I've heard the Kyler Murray rumors. You guys are plugged in. What do you guys think?
All right.
Get it on the Colts.
So let's attack those two. Denver fans think they're getting Aaron Rodgers. 49er fans think they're getting Aaron Rodgers. Dolphins fans have convinced themselves they have a chance at Aaron Rodgers. Colts fans believe they could get Aaron Rodgers. If you're Aaron Rodgers, I think you scratch out the bad teams. To me, your best chance at winning a Super Bowl is forcing a move to San Francisco or Indianapolis. Those are your two options. I think Indianapolis is ready to win. I think San Francisco is ready to win. I don't think Denver's ready to win. I don't think Miami's ready to win. What do you think?
I think it's San Fran and then a significant gap.
Even with Indianapolis?
I like the Colts. The defense is great. I just think the weapons in San Fran are much better right now. Even though I get the run game's great, the offensive line's great. I guess maybe I'd say there's a little gap. There's a little gap like San Fran, Colts.
I mean, outside of Debo, I'm not sure Kittle's great.
Kittle, Ayuk, and they also have a good O-line and good run game. That's kind of, for me, like the separator because they both kind of have that.
So you would rank them San Fran 1, Indy 2, and then fall off after that?
I'd say, I think fall off after that, and then I'd say Denver 3, in my opinion.
And I would say Kyler is going to excite several fan bases, but ultimately – if you're Arizona, you just don't let a talented young quarterback go.
No, you can't.
You just don't. Like, they're going to whine and they're going to bitch to each other in the media, but they're going to get back together in training camp and everything's going to be fine.
I got a little notification, like I think it was yesterday before, saying like they're on the same page now. I don't know what that means, but.
Yeah. But, Dio, Indianapolis is one of those teams that is right. I'll tell you another one, and I'll get to Dio in a second. The Titans are a quarterback away from winning.
Yes.
Too.
They're a name I keep seeing like sprinkled into that.
But I don't think the Titans would make a move. I think the Titans would just stay with Tannehill. I don't think they're going to try to upset the apple cart, even though they should.
You absolutely should. Because I think if you're Tannehill, you can't even get mad at that. It's fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's true.
Look how close you've been.
I don't know who the Colts could get, Dio, but I would put them in the mix for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, I want Aaron Rodgers, obviously. I just want anything to beat the Titans. I hate the Titans with such a passion. It's my career goal to fight Derrick Henry and Rough and Rowdy, but we'll get there eventually.
Okay, well, I'll put that in the universe and see if we can make that happen.
Oh, that's
just
curious. Also, what's your measurables?
Oh, no, hold on. I've seen the man, Dio.
Oh,
he was at the Yak Show every day. Dio.
Oh, okay.
So Dio, I've seen you. I know what you look like. Dio, I love you. Derrick Henry would destroy you.
No, I'm thinking, look, eventually he's going to be like Eventually, he's going to be 40. He's going to be like, yo.
Yup.
Oh, so you don't want to do it now.
No, this is brilliant. This is Floyd's move. You catch him at his worst, and like, all right, now I got you.
I got to build the following. I got to build the following. All right, maybe a quick payday. This quick boom, 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 and then I'm gonna shock him. A lot of body shots. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get in. He's not even gonna see what's happening. I'm gonna make a lot of money for Barstool that day.
All right, thank you very much.
I like this guy.
I kind of like that. He's like,
He's got a game plan.
I want to fight
ready.
Derrick Henry, but I want to fight him in 2032.
That's literally what Floyd did with Pacquiao. He's like, I'm gonna fight him in 20 whatever instead of 5 years earlier when he was in his prime.
All right, Pete in Georgia, go ahead.
Boys,
Yes.
how you beauties doing today?
Oh, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. Glad to talk to you fellas. I got a hockey pick for you.
Please.
I'm headed up to Nashville today for the outdoor game, Tampa Bay and the Predators. They're playing at Nissan Stadium, facing the Titans. Obviously, Tampa is a wagon this year. They've been a wagon the past 2 years. Obviously, they've won the Cup. They're going to win tomorrow night. It's minus 165 or 160, I think, on Barstool right now.
Sure.
But I got anytime goal scorer, Alex Killorn.
Yes, of course.
It's not up yet, but when it does come out, it should be at least plus 2,000, maybe 2,500.
Alex, okay. I will. I might just play that just to have a little skin in the game, just to enjoy myself. Thank you very much. Raise your hand if you knew there was an outdoor game in Nashville tomorrow. Okay. 888-STOOL-22. Andrew in Michigan, go.
Hey, what's going on, Brandon? But a little more importantly, what's going on, Big Ed? I'm a huge fan. I love you too, Brandon, of course. But fantastic Friday out here. I just wish Mincy was here to talk about his ass-eating experiences, but you know how it goes. I got 2 picks for this weekend. I got Arkansas money line and then Texas Tech spread. No matter what it is, I would die for that team. What about you, fellas?
I think I also would die for Texas Tech.
I think y'all are a little
I love that team.
too in love with Texas Tech.
I love that team.
They're good.
They're really good.
There's better
They're also
teams.
one of the best teams. They're 20-8 against the spread also.
That's why you love them.
No, but yes, but also I watch them and I just think they're so deep. They're so talented. Like they just have like 10 guys that I believe can play. Like really, when I watch them, I'm like, this team could beat anybody.
John in New Jersey, go ahead, John.
Oh, hey, how's it going? You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Lovely. All right. Keep it simple. Local for Jersey guys and a little bit of New York. Monmouth today spread. Iona spread. 1 UFC pick. Wellington Turman, I believe. Not Thurman. Turman gets Misha Serkinov for UFC Fight Night because Misha Serkinov stinks and he's basically done. And, of course, for Saturday, because the RAC has become the new mecca of college basketball, Rutgers spread. Rutgers money line.
All right. Thank you very much. TJ, I'm a big Rutgers guy, and I always bet you guys.
Yep.
Something about Wisconsin tomorrow scares me.
Good.
You beat them on the road.
Be scared.
I'm scared. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bet Rutgers tomorrow.
Good.
That's all. All right. No, it's okay. Just relax.
No, I prefer when we're doubted.
I didn't say I was doubting you. I do doubt you, though.
Yeah,
I'll be sitting courtside on the baseline.
Rutgers by $1 billion.
Shut up.
Actually, the bench bomb track record has been pretty good when they're in the building too.
I'll be sitting courtside under the baseline with the boys.
Small sample size. We're
They're
2-0. 2-0.
3, I think.
2.
2 games.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That
The one
they've
got
been to.
canceled.
Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to take all the calls today, but I want you guys to be quick. Here's just a little bit of tip for you. We're fine. You don't have to ask how we are. Don't ask, how are you today? How are we doing? We're good. We're good. And I assume if you're calling, you're good. So when I say go, jump right into that shit. Just go. Okay? All right? That fair? Is that fair?
Fully just.
Just go. Yes. 888-STOOL-22. Line 6. It's a Smitty's guy, I think. Double Fault. How you doing, Double Fault?
Yep.
I just said, how you doing?
Hey, I got some tennis for tonight. The pick I really like is Andre Tabio, money line, minus 122 for ATP Santiago around 7 p.m.
Sure.
But the main meal for tonight is the rematch of the Australian Open Finals, Medvedev-Nadal. I think I got to go for the revenge factor with the Russian here. I'm going to lay the juice with 134 money line. The reason why Nadal was able to beat him in the Australian Open finals was because 3 out of 5 tennis is more of a marathon, and Nadal and Medvedev struggled physically at the end of the match, especially with the crowd against them. But now they're playing 2 out of 3 sets, which is more of a sprint, which definitely favors Medvedev on hard courts here.
All right, works for me. Hey, who was the tennis? I just saw it go viral today. There was a Russian tennis player that won his match yesterday and walked over to the camera, and he took out a marker and he wrote "No war, please" on the camera. It was a Russian tennis player.
Yeah, that was actually this morning. Andrei Rublev, he won the semifinals, and then he wrote "No war, please." So I can see Medvedev doing something like that if he beats Nadal. Also, Medvedev just took the number 1 ranking from Djokovic in the world yesterday because Djokovic lost. So I can't imagine he does that and then loses the next day. So I love him here. Got to ride the Russian.
Thank you very much. 888-STOOL-22. Mark in Philly, go.
What's up, fellas? I've got a pick for tonight, but I want to touch on last night real quick. You guys know me. I call in and make picks. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But as you know, since January of 2020 when you started the show, I've called in a lot more winners than losers. But still, almost weekly, someone calls in saying fade fraud in Philly, Mark, and every single time I stuck them in a fucking locker. Yesterday was no different. Some jabroni named Joe called me out after I made my pick, and Gonzaga covered last night, and they covered for the entire second half. Wasn't a singular second of the second half where they weren't winning by double digit. Keep hating, folks. I'll keep winning. And then for my pick in the NBA, give me over 210.5 in Heat Knicks at the Garden at 7:30. The last 10 Knicks games have went over this total, and the Heat are actually the 3rd most profitable team in the NBA this season on the over.
All right, thank you, Mark in Philly. And because you have beef with Joe, I got to go searching for him. Hold on. This is Joe in New Jersey. Joe, are you the guy that hated on Mark in Philly yesterday?
Yeah, this is Joe Kidd. What's up, fellas? Pleasure to talk to you guys. Great show today. 2 of the best hosts. We got the best gambler in the history of Barstool Sports, Big Ev.
Thank you.
And some guy in clown pants with a bad haircut.
So we move on to how are these clown? I'm wearing gray sweatpants.
I think they're clown pants, but it was funny.
Church in Tennessee. Go ahead.
What's up, Brendan?
We move on to Eli.
Church. I love church.
Eli in North Carolina.
Hey boys. I got a game I'm not sure about. So I'd love some advice on it. It's NC State versus UNC. Brandon knows that I'm a fan. But the thing is NC State is horrible against the spread. I think they're 7-21.
Yeah.
But it's a rivalry game.
Can you stop? Can you stop? I got a question. What kind of dog is that? It sounds like a small dog.
It's actually not a small dog. She's just the yippiest freaking dog of all time.
Really? Well, what kind of dog is it? Is it a mutt?
It's a German Shepherd mix.
No. Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Well,
She's very upset that I'm not paying attention to her.
Is she hungry? Does she want to go outside?
No, I just took her outside. She wants to play.
All right. Well, don't we all? All right, continue.
Calling into the show, though.
Well, next time let her call in. I don't know. NC State, North Carolina, Big Ev, you might have a little bit more. I have no read on this game whatsoever. NC State is a team that just is.
They're bad.
They evade my radar.
Usually they're much better. Like they're like a solid team. Like usually good for like a nice Duke, like big top like ACC team upset a year.
Yeah,
they're bad this year.
But when
they really are bad.
But when NC State gets a shot at North Carolina, it's still very important to them. So even though they're bad and North Carolina being down a little bit, is this a great opportunity for them to get a stray win over North Carolina?
If this is like if the spread's big, I don't hate taking a shot at NC State because I could see the spread being like 10. They've just been that awful.
All right, this guy better be good because he calls himself the gambling god in Massachusetts. Go, gambling god.
What's up, guys? Yep, gambling god, GAWD. Ev might remember me last month. I'm here to redeem myself. Love the two-man team today. Reminds me of the Brothers of Destruction. Of course, D-Walk being the Undertaker. I'm here to redeem myself just like Rocky Balboa did Rocky 3. I gave a pick last month, Patriots. Put it all in, wild card around, fail. but I'm here. I'm the hottest gambler alive in February. Here's my 2 picks. Penn State, money line, -120. Penn State is secretly 7. Nobody even is talking about this. 7-0 in the month of January and February, and they are killing it at home. I love them. And then I do love the Sixers. I know Big Ev was touching on this earlier about saying how everybody's going to be on the Sixers, try to avoid it. And I was thinking the same thing. But I just think, as a Celtics fan, it pains me. I just think the 1-2 punch of Embiid and Harden is just going to be too much on everybody. Of course, if they both stay healthy. But I just love those plays. Looking to redeem myself. Love you both.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
I'll say this about the Sixers-Wolves. It is a spot where you look at these two coming together, and you could make a hardline stance. All right, their first game out is they're going to need time to gel, or they're going to be fucking ready to roll. The problem with coming up with an opinion based on that is they are not playing a bad team. They're playing a good team, and they're playing on the road. So they could be good and lose.
Yes, for sure.
They could be good. It could work. Harden could go for 26 and 14 assists, and B could go for 33 and 14 rebounds, and they could lose 108-105.
Yep, no doubt.
So,
No doubt.
So that's where it's an interesting, because I love the Sixers in the spot. I wish they were playing the Pistons, that they could just come out and just kill them, but they're not. They're playing the Wolves, a good young team at home. 888-STOOL-22. Let's go to line 10. Alex in Canada. Go, Alex.
Hey, what's going on today, boys? Just had a few picks today. Looking at Sunbelt Conference.
Sure.
Let's see, Texas State -2.
Mm-hmm.
And then, -2. And then Appalachian State -1.5. So just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Big Ev, what are your thoughts on those?
I know Texas State has played. So I honestly haven't even looked at neither of them are on my card. So I'm honestly, I won't beat around the bush. I don't have like a crazy opinion on either of them. I know Texas State has been playing pretty good as of late.
App State's not a bad basketball team.
No, they're not bad either. Like they've definitely been a decent Sun Belt team. I've been on them a couple times. Yeah, I'm not super. I'm not on either of them.
Barstool should hire a couple of guys who could do a college basketball podcast that could come into Pick Central every now and then and help us with picks.
That'd be great.
Would be great, wouldn't it? I do like, and I'm joking, I'm busting balls. Marty's had travel hell this week, so he's doing whatever he's doing. I don't care. But Rico, I like the fact that they're not showing up on Friday because they're going to a game tomorrow.
No,
what?
They're going to practice today. They're going on a facility tour.
Okay, well that works. They're going to get free T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I can ask them to bring you a T-shirt if you want one.
2X, please.
Yeah.
2X.
TJ, I'd love one.
Shout out to Luke Nathan for hooking it up. Bench mob guy.
Did you hook that up?
This is actually set up via Rico's connections. I set up the tickets for tomorrow, and he set up the tour for today.
They still need to do a Sopranos night.
I think they would.
That would be unbelievable.
If Rico doesn't get kicked out tomorrow for yelling at the referees, I'm sure they would next year.
All right.
We're on the baseline, so I'm kind of nervous about him screaming at a ref.
I just picture that whole student section and just jumpsuits.
And just velours, yeah.
Oh my god!
Like the Gabagool kid. Have you seen that?
Either velour or even just like tracksuits, like just straight like Adidas tracksuits, like unbelievable.
I'd love to see Rico just chuck a high noon at a ref.
I was thinking about if he just got thrown out of the game like Book Night did the other day.
Yeah, he goes to the student section.
There's Rico. They're just actually you're out.
Did we ever talk about the UConn coach getting thrown out for doing this?
Preposterous.
Yeah. College basketball officiating, man. It's like they don't like
that one was bad. That was crazy. I was on Villanova and I was like, geez.
I mean, I wouldn't have a hard time convincing somebody that college basketball officials hate college basketball because they treat it like they don't want it to grow. They don't want people to watch. They don't want it to be enjoyable.
It's even like last night watching Bo Borowski do fucking him. He was doing the Indiana game and he just makes these calls. And you're just like, what are you doing? Stay go away. You're just fucking the game up.
Adam in Illinois. Go, Adam.
Hey, guys. I am full of love this morning. It is a Friday. It's beautiful outside. Shout out Za. Arsenal made me some money on that win yesterday. Shout out Big Ev. Ohio State with the big W.
Let's go.
Over at U of I. Shout out Brandon Walker, giving DeMar DeRozan much-deserved love on an MVP run. With all this love in my heart, I wanted to share a prop that's been making me money with the Bulls. Side note, Zah, it's Adam from Chicago, not Adam from Illinois, but that's okay. IO, over on points, has made me moderately wealthy.
Really? Good for you.
Guys, have a great Friday. God bless you.
Io is one of those guys that why it was really stupid we didn't assume he was going to be good in the NBA. He was great in college, and then you thought, oh, his skill set might not translate.
That happens too much in just sports in general, where, like, that guy he's really good, but I don't know about him.
Right. And then, of course he's good in the NBA because he was really fucking good. Like,
he's a good player.
He's a good player. You throw a basketball out there, and he knows what to do around other 9 guys. Like, he's just good. He's not going to be an MVP, but he's going to be.
He's going to be like a good NBA player.
He's going to have a 15-year. He's going to have a 15-year career. He's going to be on some teams that matter.
He's going to average like 15 a game.
There's going to be a finals in the next 4 or 5 years where he's going to swing a game by coming off the bench or something.
Yeah, he's going to score like 22 off the bench.
888-STOOL-22, 888-STOOL-22. There's Deion Sanders. Lee in Pennsylvania, what's up?
What's up, guys? I just have a couple quick UFC bets. First one is going to be moneyline parlay between Jonathan Martinez and Ignacio Bahamondes. Bahamondes' opponent just weighed in 4 pounds heavy, so that's what made me come to this. It's plus 106. And my favorite prop of the weekend is Alvarez inside the distance plus 300. Thanks, boys. Ed, let me know what you think of it.
I'll say something real quick. Baja Monday might be my favorite name I've ever heard in my life.
He's actually coming off like an insane highlight reel knockout, like an all-timer. But Alvarez inside the distance, love. Alvarez, love. Alvarez, dog. He's gonna win.
Alvarez. Mark in Arizona. Mark in Arizona, go.
What's up, guys? I got a college basketball play tonight. First game on the board. I'm going to go under the Akron, Ohio game. It's 134.5, I think. They're 2 of the slowest teams in the country, and I honestly don't think there's going to be enough possessions for them to get 134 points. I don't see either team scoring fucking 70, so it's just going to be a brick fest. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you very much. Look how excited Content Kim is to see Deion.
Oh, yeah. Ecstatic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ask for a picture.
Can I please take a picture? Yeah, somebody
take it. Somebody take it, please.
Oh, yeah, find the gay guy. Yeah, Enrique will do it. He'll probably, Deion. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a nice picture. Looks good. Don't show the lobby or anything.
Check this out. Ready? New camera.
We got a new camera? Oh, hey.
Oh, shit.
Hey. That didn't help show lobby at all, but okay. What's
Pretty
up?
exciting, though.
That's just a GoPro up there?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's way up there, too.
That way when shenanigans happens on the act, we have full camera now.
Beeman's getting a picture.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay.
Follow you on Twitter?
Who, Beeman?
No.
Oh, Deion? Absolutely not. I assume he doesn't.
He follows me on Twitter. I'm pretty fired up.
No, he
about it.
doesn't.
I swear to God, he does. I'll show you.
Does he follow me on Twitter? Why would he follow you and not me?
I've tweeted at him a few times, and he's liked some of the videos.
I'm Brandon Walker. You're just Big F. Coach Prime follows you. Hold on. Let me see. Coach.
He's now annoyed because if he doesn't follow you now, you're going to go ask him to follow you.
No, I'm not.
He doesn't follow you. Coach Prom, baby. That's Deion, baby. That's prom time.
I would say fuck that guy, but he's literally standing 8 feet away. So
Your coworker. That's prime time. Prime time follows prime time people.
You're a primetime guy?
Yeah, he knows it.
How are you a primetime guy? I'm not a primetime guy.
He sees it because he sees a winner.
Look at our security guy just hanging in the cut back there. He's just chilling.
I love that guy.
Yeah, that's one of our worst security guards.
He's the best, though.
Look at him. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we got you. We got you.
He's the one that pulled the Grey Goose bottle out of the bag, right?
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Is it him? It might have been him.
I think it was him.
Who's on the line? Sean in Maryland. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed cashing those UNCW tickets I called in yesterday.
Seahawks.
We're in that time of year. What?
Nothing. Go.
We're getting the time of year where we need to find something unique to bet on with football being done. College basketball starting to come to the end. Baseball not really playing. Tomorrow, looking for some college lacrosse action. Take the over on Duke and Pennsylvania. playing in a neutral site field, neither team has an advantage in that regard. Both teams love to score. Penn got the rust shaken off after 2 years not being allowed to play because the Ivy League shut down. So you want something fun to sprinkle a little bit of cash on tomorrow? Take the over in that game.
All right, thank you. Duke Penn over in lacrosse.
That's one of those that.
One thing I know, when Duke and Penn get together on the lacrosse field,
it's fireworks.
Throw out the record books.
Fireworks. That's one of those plays where, like, I know I'll have so much college basketball action, I won't play it. I bet it hits easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Owen in Massachusetts. Go Owen.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Huge fan. Love you both. Got an NBA pick for you. I'm taking Raptors Hornets over. It's 226. The Hornets might put them up themselves. They just don't know how to play defense, and all they do is score.
Hornets are a team that against the spread, I think the first half of the first 3 months of the season they were great. I think they haven't been as good lately, but when they get it going, they can fucking score, and they can fucking score a lot. So I like this pick. They're an exciting team. They got an exciting brand of basketball. But when they suck, they tremendously suck.
Yeah.
Like they have an on and off switch, and if it's on, fun. If it's off, yeah, gross.
What do you think about their court?
I love it.
I like it too.
I love it.
I just like their colors. They're just nice. They're aesthetically pleasing colors.
Yes, they're aesthetically pleasing to watch. They're
that nice like blue, nice color blue with the little purple.
But it reminds me of the '90s. I'm a '90s throwback guy myself at my heart, and I want to see that. They had the honeycomb court, and then back then they were one of the first ones that filled in the 3-point line. Before that was even a thing. So they've always had good courts. They've always been ahead of the game.
I like that they went back. I feel like a lot they've been wearing the pinstripe, the old like pinstripe Hornets ones. I like them.
We talk too much about bad courts. So I'm talking enough about good courts. Like Oregon, worst court in the world.
Yeah, agreed.
But Charlotte Hornets, great court.
Yes.
You
like the Memphis court?
I don't mind it.
I watched them last night.
The Memphis college court.
Yeah, Memphis.
No,
college,
I don't like Memphis college court. No,
it's just too blue. It's just a lot of. It's just too much blue.
It's too much blue. It feels like it's in an aquarium.
It's just weird.
Yeah. 888 Stool 22. Jeremy in Ohio, go.
Hey man, I just wanted to say I was watching that Ohio State Illinois game last night, and I've never seen so many Illinois fans bitch about the officiating. But that being said, we did get a lot of calls, and I do appreciate that. Do you guys think Ohio State has a legit Final Four shot? Malachi Branham, E.J. Liddell?
Final Four, I certainly do. National title, I don't think so. I think you'll run into somebody better. But Final Four, yeah. I think about getting to the Final Four. It is so dependent on your bracket. Like last year, Houston made the Final Four, didn't beat anybody. Didn't have to play anybody, didn't beat anybody, but they made the Final Four. But in a world where everybody is relatively even in that, like I think Ohio State could come out of a bracket, sure.
I'm telling you, like Malik, like he's a freshman. He's had some big games. Like this was his second 30-point game this year. He's kind of like this second half of the season. That's even Coach Underwood last night. Illinois' coach literally was like, they got the best player in the conference, and it's not E.J. Liddell. High praise.
Wow.
This kid, he was like the player of the year in Ohio. He was good at the beginning of the year, but this last stretch, he's been unbelievable.
And that's the kind of, if you go into a tournament with a freshman who has spent 25, 30 games getting to this level, and then he's just ready to pop in the tournament. He's ready to become a star. That could happen.
In that second half last night, he just took over the game in the second half. And Liddell played great. Liddell had 21 himself. He played great, but he's got Malachi goes for 31. His mid-range is unreal. And honestly, he's the guy that I feel like he's about to – I'm afraid he's about to just play himself into a lottery pick. He's just going to leave.
James in Michigan, go.
Yes, I got a couple of things I'd like just to say real quick. One, I think Kentucky is going to demolish Arkansas. And the other is, I love you, Big Ed. Fuck you, Brandon Walker.
That was Church, wasn't it?
God, I love that guy.
That was Church from Tennessee.
Has to be.
I
love him.
He duped me.
Hold on. Google 731 area code and tell me if that's Tennessee or not. It is.
Tennessee.
God, I love that guy.
No, he's a piece of shit. He calls in, he knows I'm going to hang up on him because he's an asshole, and then he lies to Zai, says I'm James in Michigan or whatever, just so he can say that. What? He's a piece of shit.
If I remember correctly, I think he's like a Penn State fan too.
He's a cockbag. That's what he is. He's a fucking cunt. Mac in Wisconsin, if that's your real name, go.
Yeah, it's my real name. I got 2 picks.
Well, don't be sassy about it.
I'm sorry. I got a little riled up. It's Friday. I got 2 picks for you. NBA future. You got to get on DeMar DeRozan before the money gets bad because he's coming.
Interesting.
And then second, I think me and Big Ev know plus 200, you sit when you pee. I'll hang up and listen.
Have I not been good to you, Big F?
Why am I not allowed to laugh at funny jokes?
Hank in...
Why am I not allowed to laugh at funny jokes?
Hank in Michigan, maybe. I don't know where you are. Who knows at this point? Hank, go ahead.
I am, in fact, in Michigan. Keep it short and sweet. I got Iowa minus 13.5 against Nebraska. They're going to win by 30. Thanks.
Like it.
I love the over.
Eric in Georgia, you'll be my last call. Everybody else is calling in. Zah hasn't screened any of the calls. I don't think we got time. Maybe screen a couple more. Maybe screen 2 more. Anyway, Eric, go ahead.
Hey, afternoon, everybody. So first of all, I want to fade our brother from Canada's pick. Troy Trojans is a play today. Texas State just clinched their conference. You're going to come down. Troy's a solid team. Take Troy money line at home. Big Ev, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, what's with all the Barstool hate towards the Auburn basketball team? They have the best player in the country in Jabari Smith. Walker Kessler's having the best defensive season.
Stop talking. Auburn fans are the whiniest, most delusional people. Where in the world are you getting Barstool hate for Auburn basketball?
Well, you, and then PFT had, I wouldn't say hate, but he had a little bit of, it wasn't hate, but he was questioning Auburn's ability on part of my take this morning, saying they don't have a go-to scorer late in games when Jabari Smith is one of the purest scorers in the game.
Auburn fans are the whiniest group of bitches in the fucking world. What was your second question?
Yeah, we whine a lot. I'll give you that. We whine a lot.
No, yeah, you very much do. Do you have a second question?
Yeah. Quick question for you, Brandon. Do you hate Auburn so much because
they're so it's so intellectually it's so intellectually deficient to be like when somebody says anything about your team that you're going to be, why do you hate us so much? Why do you hate us so much? Why do you hate us so much? Nobody hates you. I hate you, but nobody else hates you. Like, I hate you because you're the most delusional, whiniest, just absolutely. Auburn fans are children. They're 4-year-old children. If you're not talking about Auburn in the most glowing praise possible, they're going to cry about it. And you're Alabama's bitch, you're Georgia's whore, and you get mad at us for it. It ain't my fault. I didn't make the geography like it is. Who's this motherfucker? Fezzy D?
It's memes.
No, not him.
Oh.
Fezzy D, go.
You were looking right at him when you
Timberwolves
said
plus 2.5. Spurs minus 3. Thanks.
Oh, I like that one. That was right to the fucking point. I like that one a lot. Thank you for the calls. I think we'll do more calls. I like a 2-man group. I like the calls. I like you digging at us. I like that. I like that a lot. Big F, the best gambler at Barstool. Lead us off.
3 picks today. Penn State. I got Penn State -1. You can take money liner. It's like 1.5 now. I'm good with that. But I'm on Penn State -1. I'm on Richmond -3. I think St. Louis is kind of reeling a little bit right now. I like Richmond at home. And I've said it, Iowa take the over, Nebraska take the over. I think I saw a stat today, Iowa's overs this year like 18-8. I don't care how high it is, 161.5. Feed me any over with either of these teams in it together. Match made in over heaven.
Now I would be remiss if I didn't play devil's advocate here because you've accused the other party of doing this. And Marty would be in his rights. He is in second place right now. Now, he's 9 units behind you, but you've got 3 plays. You never have 3 plays.
The slate's incredibly bad in college.
Are you taking a knee?
Look at the slate.
All right.
Tomorrow I'll have 30 plays.
You're not taking a knee?
Look at my card tomorrow and ask me if I'm taking a knee.
All right. Fair enough.
I'll have 25 plays tomorrow.
Fair enough. I have 4 plays. I actually added one after the graphic was made, so I'll have 3 plays on the graphic. It is Spurs -3 against the Wizards. Again, or 3.5. Yeah, excuse me. Spurs -3.5 against the Wizards. Again, the records just don't indicate this should be the spread. I like Sixers -2.5. I'm betting on James Harden and them working out, but they are playing a good team. It scares me. I just kind of want the action here. I want something on this game because it's going to could be a hell of a fucking game. I got Lakers -2 at home against the Clippers, who are visiting from LA, and then I have I've added Mavs +5.5 against the Jazz. This opened at +7. It's now +5.5. I love chasing line movement, so I got Mavs +5.5 at the Jazz. I needed an underdog anyway, so Mavs are a good one with one of the best players in the league. 888-STOOL22 is the number, and when we come back on Monday, you can call. I appreciate you guys calling. It's all in fun. Thank you very much. Big F, we got 10 seconds. What should we say?
Go Buckeyes. Best team in the Big Ten.
If I said not go Buckeyes, would you say it? Would you think I hate them? Would you whine about me hating you?
No, because I don't care.
Thank you. You think I give a shit if anybody hates my team?
There is there is a big thing with that when you just gamble against someone's team. There's a few. Tennessee's the one that stands out to me the most.
Tennessee's one.
And I don't mean it because I've said they're now my SEC team. I love them.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, I've just bet against them a lot this year.
SEC fans are the whiniest group. Arkansas fans are bad. Auburn fans are bad. Tennessee fans are bad. If you don't come out and say you're betting them to win by 30 every day, you hate their team. Why are you biased against their team? Fuck you. Nobody cares.
Here's a little nugget though. Tennessee tomorrow money line over Auburn at home.
Wow.
Tennessee's gonna win.
Arkansas.
I love Auburn. I still love Auburn, but Tennessee's gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah, because up next.